Hello students, myself Hanis Bansal. Today we will discuss a topic of nature of roots of a quadratic equation. We will discuss nature of roots of a quadratic equation. So let's start that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where for all a, b, c belongs to a real number. ABC belongs to a real number. It is the general form of a quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. For all ABC belongs to A. We know that here are three methods to solve the quadratic equation. First of all is factorization method. Second is quadratic or known as Sridharacharya formula, and third is perfect square method. By using Sridharacharya formula, we know that x is equal to minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, where a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, and c is constant term. So the nature of roots of quadratic equation, nature of roots of a quadratic equation depend upon the value of b square minus 4ac. What is the meaning of this line? That nature of roots, जो भी हम इक्वेशन के रूट्स हम पहले डिस्कस कर चुके हैं, द वैल्यू ऑफ वेरिएबल विच सेटिस्फाई द इक्वेशन इज कॉल्ड द रूट्स. तो वो रूट्स नेचर मतलब किस प्रकार के होंगे, रियल, इमेजनरी, इक्वल, अनइक्वल, वो नेचर है ऑफ क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन. सिर्फ किसके बात कर रहे हैं? क्वाड्रेटिक में बात कर रहे हैं अपने. डिपेंड अपॉन, डिपेंड किस पर करते हैं? द वैल्यू ऑफ, वैल्यू पर, किसकी वैल्यू पर? बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac. मेन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल फाइंड ए, बी एंड सी, देन फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac, और इस वैल्यू पर डिपेंड करेंगे नेचर ऑफ रूट्स. कंप्लीट इट इज कॉल्ड डी. डी मीन डिस्क्रिमिनेंट. Discriminant is known as d, b square minus 4ac. How depend nature of roots on the value of b square minus 4ac? Let's that first. b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, mean positive. If the value of b square minus 4ac is positive, first of all we will find a, b and c, then find value of b square minus 4ac, and assume that the value of b square minus 4ac is positive. b अपने पास b स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac पॉजिटिव आ गया. तो इस कंडीशन में जो रूट्स हैं वो रूट्स एक तो रियल होंगे. रियल नंबर मीन नेचुरल, होल, इंटीजर, रेशनल, इरेशनल, ये सब रियल हैं. और उस रियल के साथ साथ रूट्स कैसे होंगे? अनइक्वल होंगे. मीन दोनों रूट्स इक्वल नहीं होंगे, डिफरेंट आएंगे. सेकंड, बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac 0 आ जाए. यदि इसकी वैल्यू 0 हो जाए तो रूट्स जो हैं वो रूट्स आर रियल होंगे. रियल इसमें भी थे, रियल इसमें भी हैं, बट एंड इक्वल. मीन दोनों रूट्स की वैल्यू सेम आएगी. मीन कर सकते हैं रूट्स तो एक ही होगा, दोनों जो रूट्स होंगे वो सेम वैल्यू ऑब्टेन करेंगे. और जो रूट्स हैं वो रूट्स क्या हो जाएंगे? देख लिए रूट्स क्या होते हैं? x इज इक्वल टू माइनस बी प्लस माइनस बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac. यहाँ पर क्या हो गया? 0 हो गया. तो ये कंप्लीट क्या हो गया? 0 हो गया. प्लस माइनस बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac इज 0 इन दिस कंडीशन, सो वी पार्ट बी स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac 0, एंड रूट ऑफ 0 इज ऑल्सो 0 डिवाइड बाई 2a. By adding or subtracting 0 no affected, so with that minus b upon 2a. It is the roots, it is a singular value, mean the second value is also minus b upon 2a, and second is also minus b upon 2a because roots are equal. And third, b square minus 4ac less than 0, mean negative. Then roots are इमेजनरी। ये इमेजनरी वर्ड अपने पहले भी देख चुके हैं जब आपने इसका सॉल्यूशन किया था बाय परफेक्ट स्क्वायर मेथड। देन दोज मेथड वी हैव डिस्कस्ड द रूट्स आर इमेजनरी। मीन इफ इट इज़ द वैल्यू इज नेगेटिव, सो रूट ऑफ नेगेटिव टर्म इज इमेजनरी। मीन यदि B² माइनस 4AC लेस देन 0 आ गया तो ये नेगेटिव हो जाएगा। कंप्लीट वैल्यू B² माइनस 4AC नेगेटिव, और नेगेटिव का जो रूट है वो रियल नहीं होता, हमेशा क्या होता है इमेजनरी। और ये अपने सिलेबस में 10th में नहीं है तो अपने इसलिए यहीं पर छोड़ देंगे, द रूट्स आर इमेजनरी। ये नेचर ऑफ रूट्स होली अकॉर्डिंग टू द सिलेबस ऑफ क्लास 10th। इसको अपने और भी क्लासीफाई कर सकते थे बट वो अपने सिलेबस 10th में नहीं है। क्लासीफाई कर सकते थे, हम इसको बता सकते थे रूट्स रेशनल है, इरेशनल है, विच इज़ नॉट इन आवर सिलेबस। It is in our syllabus that ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. It is the general form of a quadratic equation for all a, b, c belongs to R. If a, b, c belongs to R, then we classify the nature of roots in 3 parts: real and equal, or imaginary. If we want to classify in further forms, then the all will be changed and A, B, C belongs to R and also belongs to Q, but which is not in our syllabus, so it is in our syllabus. Using Sridharacharya formula, x is equal to minus b plus minus root of B² minus 4AC divided by 2a. It means the nature of roots of a quadratic equation depend upon this value B² minus 4AC, and this value is known as discriminant D. Like this, B² minus 4AC positive, roots are real and unequal. B² minus 4AC 0, roots are real and equal. By leaving this, x is equal to minus b plus minus B² minus 4AC is 0, so root of 0 is 0 divided by 2a. By adding and subtracting 0, there will not be affected, so x is equal to minus b by 2a. We have seen that roots are real and equal. It means that both the roots are minus b by 2a, minus b by 2a. If B² minus 4AC less than 0 means negative, if the quantity of root is negative, then the roots are imaginary. And this is not in our syllabus, so we will left here roots are imaginary. Write down. Now we will discuss some example on the basis of this, and we will find the nature of roots of a quadratic equation. Let's start that. Our first example is first example is 4x square plus 4 root 3x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now let's start. Here we can see that it is a quadratic equation in which a coefficient of x square is 4, b coefficient of x is 4 root 3, and c is constant term 3. Now if we want to find nature of roots, only on the nature of roots, then first of all we have to find the value of d, which is B² minus 4AC. b is 4 root 3 whole square minus 4 multiply a is 4 multiply c is 3. Square of 4 is 16 multiply square of root 3 is 3. 4 4 ja 16 3 ja 48. 16 3 ja 48 minus 48 is 0. D B² minus 4AC 0. It means that roots are real and equal. Roots are real and equal. Second example, that 6x square minus 7x minus 3 is equal to 0. 6x square minus 7x minus 3 is equal to 0. A is coefficient of x square is 6, b is coefficient of x is minus 7, and c is a constant term minus 3. If we want to find the nature of roots of this quadratic equation, so we have to find the value of d, which is given by B² minus 4AC. The value of b is given by minus 7 square minus 4 multiply a is 6 multiply c is minus 3. Square of minus 7 is plus 49, minus multiply minus is plus 49, 4 6 ja 24, 24 3 ja 72, 121 which is greater than 0. if the value of d b square minus 4ac greater than 0, then we know that roots are real and unequal. Real and unequal. So here are two examples. Write down, then we discuss further more examples of this. Our next example is that 2x square minus 3x plus 5 is equal to 0. Here we can see that it is a quadratic equation in which a coefficient of x square is 2, b coefficient of x is minus 3, and constant term c is 5. Now if we want to find the nature of roots of this quadratic equation, so we have to find the value of d, discriminant b square minus 4ac. We are trying to find nature of roots. The value of b is minus 3, minus 4 multiply a is 2, multiply c is 5. Square of minus 3 is 9, minus 4 to the 8, 8 5 is 40. The value is minus 31, which is less than 0. Negative. If the value of d, discriminant, is negative, we know that roots are imaginary, which are not in our syllabus. So we left here roots are imaginary. Let's see, next example is 3x square minus x minus 4 is equal to 0. It is also a quadratic equation. Here a coefficient of x square is 3, b coefficient of x is minus 1, and c is constant term minus 4. If we want to find nature of roots, first of all we have to find the value of d, which is b square minus 4ac. The value of b is minus 1 square, minus 4 multiply a is 3, multiply c is minus 4. Let's student that 3x square minus x minus 4. Coefficient of x square is 3. Here coefficient of x is minus 1 and constant term is minus 4. Square of minus 1 is plus 1. Negative multiply negative is positive. 4 4 is 16, 3 is 48. 49. The value of d is 49, which is greater than 0. Positive. The value of d is positive, so we know that if the value of discriminant is positive, roots are real and equal. Roots are real and equal. Write down the students. Now let us an extra example. That the question is that find roots of equation 6x square minus 7x minus 3 is equal to 0 if they exist. Find roots of equation 6x square minus 7x minus 3 is equal to 0. Find roots of equation, and we know that we have three methods to find the roots of a quadratic equation, which is given by factorization method, quadratic or known as Sridharacharya formula, and a perfect square method. These three methods we have discussed in our previous video lectures, but here is a condition that if they exist, so first of all we have to check that the roots of this quadratic equation have exist or not exist. मीन गिवन है कि हमें इस इक्वेशन के रूट्स फाइंड करने हैं, बट तब इफ़ दे एग्जिस्ट, भी एग्जिस्ट मतलब अस्तित्व में है, एग्जिस्ट करते हैं या नहीं है, यदि एग्जिस्ट हैं तब फाइंड करने हैं. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी हैव टू फाइंड दैट रूट्स आर एग्जिस्ट और नॉट एग्जिस्ट. If we want to find roots are exist or not exist, it means that we have to find the nature of roots. So first of all we have to find the nature of roots. Solution: 6x square minus 7x minus 3 is equal to 0. Here we can see that a coefficient of x square is 6, b coefficient of x minus 7, and c constant term is minus 3. First of all, we will find nature of roots. Why we will find nature of roots? To check that roots are exist or not exist. Nature of roots. Or find the nature of roots, we have to find the value of D, which is given by B square minus 4AC discriminant. B is minus 7 square minus 4 multiply A is 6 and multiply C is minus 3. Minus 7 square 49, negative multiply negative positive, 4 6 are 24, 3 are 72, which is equal to 121 greater than 0 positive. 121 is positive है, positive means greater than 0 है. If D is greater than 0, roots are real and unequal. But at least तो भी आया नहीं. Now if roots are real, so roots exist. If roots are real, roots real होना चाहिए, unequal हो चाहे equal हो. If roots are real, then roots are exist. Here we can also say that roots are real and unequal. Roots are real and unequal. Roots are real and unequal. Roots are real, it means that here also roots are exist. Here also roots are exist. If roots are imaginary, then roots are not exist according to our syllabus. If roots are real, it means that roots are exist. Real and unequal, roots are exist. Real and unequal, roots are exist. If roots are imaginary, it means that roots are not exist. Roots are exist. Now we have to find the roots. Here it is not foundation of the method. Method पर कोई foundation नहीं है, उसने method का कोई भी name नहीं दिया. So we can use any of the method out of 3. तो हम तीनों मेथड में से कोई भी मेथड यूज कर सकते हैं जो हमें सिंपल लगे. तो यहाँ पर मेथड का कोई फाउंडेशन नहीं है. यदि वो फाउंडेशन दे देता, फाइंड रूट्स ऑफ इक्वेशन इफ दे एग्जिस्ट बाय यूजिंग फैक्टराइजेशन मेथड, तो फैक्टर लगाना पड़ता. बाय यूजिंग क्वाड्रेटिक और श्रीधराचार्य फार्मूला, तो फार्मूला यूज करना पड़ता. बाय परफेक्ट स्क्वायर मेथड, तो वो परफेक्ट स्क्वायर लगाना ही पड़ता. बट इन दिस क्वेश्चन हियर इज नो फाउंडेशन ऑफ द मेथड, सो वी कैन यूज एनी ऑफ द मेथड एंड आई एम ट्राइंग टू यूजिंग श्रीधराचार्य फार्मूला. By using Sridharacharya formula, we know that x is given by minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. By putting the values, x is equal to minus, the value of b is minus 7 plus minus root of b square minus 4ac. I have the value, completed value of b square minus 4ac is 121, because we know that d mean is that b square minus 4ac. I have the completed value of b square minus 4ac is 121, so we put direct 121 divided by 2 multiply a is 6. Negative multiply negative positive, 7 plus minus. Root of 121 is 11 divided by 2, 6 are 12. Here we get two different answers because roots are unequal. And real तो है तो adjust only. Unequal mean we get two different answers. By taking positive sign and by taking negative sign. For positive, 7 is always positive. Here is choice of positive and negative for 11. Plus 11 divided by 12. 7 plus 11, 18 by 12. 6 3 are 18, 6 2 are 12. For negative sign, 7 minus 11 by 12 minus 4 by 12 minus 1 by 3. So roots 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. So it has been completed our topic of a quadratic equation, in which we have discussed the solution of quadratic equation by all the three methods: factorization method, perfect square method, and Sridharacharya formula in the previous video lectures. And in this video lectures we have discussed the nature of roots, and it is completed our topics of quadratic equation. I hope you like this syllabus and video. I hope आपको पूरा समझ में आ चुका है, जितना भी आपको करवाया गया है पूरा। इफ़ यू हैव एनी डाउट रिलेटेड टू दिस टॉपिक देन यू कमेंट इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. So students, please like and share the video and subscribe my channel. Okay, goodbye students.